Hi there, this is Sirui Tang, and this is my final presentation on technical writing. I'll divide my presentation into two parts. The first part is some instructions about magnetic fluid speaker. The second part is some of my thoughts about this course. So let's go to the first part now. In this part, I'll give you some basic instructions on how to connect a magnetic fluid speaker with your iPhone. Um, the first step is the boot process. We should find the jack, which is in the lower left corner of the speaker, and you just need to insert the power cable. Um, if the power supply is working, the atmosphere light, which is on the upper side of the speaker, as you see in this picture, will be turned on. Then you just need to wait for about 10 seconds for the boot process to be completed. Um, After the boot process is completed, the next step you need to do is the app installation. You will see an instruction page on the front screen of the box with a QR code. Scan the QR code with your phone, and your phone will automatically jump to a website where you can download the app, specially developed for our speaker. Um, After downloading the app and installing it, the third step for you is to connect with the speaker. You can open the app and click Add Device. At this point, there might be several devices name appearing in the device list, but that's okay. You can just select the device with our company's name and click it to connect. After a successful connection, you can go to the menu of the app and slide left to enter the Wi-Fi connection page. And in the Wi-Fi connection page, you should click Set Password, enter your password, and click Apply to send your Wi-Fi configuration parameters to your speaker. Finally, you can enter the settings of your iPhone, and you should click Bluetooth connection and find the name of your device and click connect. And I think that's it. After your successful connection, you can play music with your phone and synchronize it to the speaker box. And that's a complete process of a connection. Okay, that's our first part. And I'm gonna switch to the second part and tell something I learned after this course. Firstly, I want to talk about the most important thing in my career, the communication. I've always determined to become a successful business consultant. I know that a consultant should know how to talk to her clients, know what they want, and explain her advice to them. This course taught me to take cultural variables into consideration. This point is important because, firstly, the awareness of cultural differences prevents me from unconsciously offending my clients. Secondly, it will help me communicate more easily and more understandably with my clients from a different culture. In terms of the formality of communications, I also elaborate on this point later. Next, next, I want to briefly summarize my takeaways from this course. Firstly, I learned how to think about my audiences before I start to write, because different audience groups have different preferences, focuses, and purposes. On top of that, I also learned how to prepare for interviews effectively and how to write a proposal professionally when working on a research project. Last but not least, I learned the ethics and legal responsibilities in technical writing. We should be honest, precise, and generous, on which I will elaborate later. Thirdly, I want to talk about what this course taught me about communications. First, as for the informal communication, I think it should be brief, clear, and easy understanding, because the audiences are most likely to be people out of my profession, and they may not understand too complicated points. I may choose email or Facebook to communicate with them. Secondly, as for the formal communication, we should think about the level of formality. If it is just moderately formal, we could use letters or email to connect with them so that they can store the content of our communication easily. If it is very formal, it is better to use letters. Obviously, it is safer to choose formality, because both moderate formal and formal communications could avoid imprecise and embarrassed situations. Next, I want to elaborate more on the relationship between culture and communication. We should know that cultural differences include differences on the surface and differences beneath the surface. We should not just focus on the obvious differences, such as various religions, government systems, and economic systems. Instead, we should also be aware of those deeper differences, such as various values and thinking modes. Then we'll talk about ethics and responsibilities. Firstly, as for legal responsibilities, it includes responsibilities for employers, for the public, for the environment, etc. We are responsible to obey the legal regulations in different countries. Secondly, as for ethics, ethics ensures justice, human rights, and fair allocation of resources. We are all responsible for sticking to ethics and moral standards when writing. We should ensure fair use of writing and protect copyright. Most importantly, we should not allow any plagiarism. Lastly, I want to talk about my changes after this course. Before this course, I seldom think my audiences before writing. I paid more attention to the structure, logic, and clearness of my writing. In this course, however, I realized how important my audiences are. I should ask myself, what is the purpose of them reading my writing? What information is useful for them? And what is their interest? Having figured out all these questions, I can structure my writing with specific directions and purposes, and try my best to fulfill their goals and purposes. Okay, that's the end of my final presentation. Thank you for watching it. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Bye.